Hello everyone and welcome to a later night Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke live stream, part 10 in fact. Basically, I've been working all day and trying to get certain things wrapped up. Fortunately, I have finished. The video is scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, so you guys can look forward to that. And I finished up the podcast with Andre, so yeah, all that stuff's done. And I put it to Twitter to see if you guys wanted me to wait a week or get to actually stream late at night. And most people said stream. So that's what we're doing here. So yeah. All right. So last time we made it to Mossdeep City. We didn't really explore much because we were kind of checking out the waters around it, including to the north. Caught a few more Pokemon. But our team is honestly kind of set in stone at this point. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at. We got Azula, Fidget, Nemo, Prince Mush, Bobbery, and Maneth. Everybody's fully evolved. And yeah, so we're just going to explore around Mossdeep, see how we're doing. I hear I might have to grind a little bit. It's been a while since I fought Tate and Liza, so I'm not too sure how high of a level they have. But we're going to ask around Mossdeep first and see how it's going. Well, we're watching. Got it. Well, there we go. They even mentored Wallace. All right, let's check out these buildings. All right. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do any secret bases. Up we go. Sorry, I was looking at the chat, running into a tree. Oh, heck yeah. Man, if we had a Kingdra, we'd be in good shape. So level 42 for Tate and Liza. Oof. That is pretty high up there. The only one that's really ready for them is Maneth. Azula and Fidget definitely need the most help. Nothing in here. We'll just keep looking around. So what's a good place to grind? That guy's definitely useful. Not gonna check out the gym just yet. Oh, we have to visit the Space Center as well. Okay. Lots of surfing to do. Yeah, can't really do that. And hey, we got net and dive balls. Those are good additions. Alright. What else can we get? We got... We'll get 5 each of these. Potion. Why not? And everything else is good. Cool. So basically we're going to want to surf more of this, surf more and challenge more trainers. What's this? No, I'm not doing that. We want to make progress. Alright. That's that. Kind of forgot how big Mossdeep is. You just stated what the Team Aqua and Team Magma really should know. Hey, Scott. Yeah, just worry about yourself there, Scott. Good on you. Alright, what else we got? Aren't you a little... Oh, boy is a friend. Okay. I was gonna... Like, that girl looks really young to be having a boyfriend. Okay, then. Interesting island. Oh, sweet. And we can get ourselves a super rod. Toby Sue, do I read or watch One Piece? I think I've mentioned this a few times, but I did, and I stopped at Punk Hazard. I really need to catch up because I heard the new villain, which I've never heard of before this, called Big Mama. I heard she's a great villain. And One Piece is known for its villains, so I would like to basically catch up. So eventually I want to do that. Just need to find the time because, you know, that's a bit of a long game, a bit of a long prospect. Especially because since it's been so long, I actually planned if I start... I'm going to read it. I'm going to start from the beginning. So, yeah. Actually, I should see what the King's Rock does, since I'm not going to be able to use it as a trade. Let's see. Or use it to get Kingdra. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's give that to... Feels like a good Prince Much item, especially with the Mach Punch. Well, some of them came from space, it seems. Hey, got a Sunstone. And hey, Steven's here. Okay. Team Magma's coming for the rocket fuel. Let's learn about rockets. We might have already have, so interesting that the Pokemon world is a little behind the real world, although we do go into space in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Alright, that's it. There's a rare candy on the second floor. Well, if I had to guess where a rare candy would be hiding, it'd be over here. Or not. Oh well. Alright, with that done, it is time to surf. It's time to train up and get ready, because we definitely need to be ready for Tate and Liza. Plus, all this training will be good for the future. So, that's good. Let's go ahead and get our experience share out. We're going to have to give that to Azula. Because, unfortunately, she's not going to be able to do much. And neither will Fidget, so... let's work on Bobbery first. Alright. Rubberman wants to know if I'm still streaming Radiant Dawn tomorrow. Yep. Oh, I already fought you. Or not. Whatever. Yeah, I still plan to stream Radiant Dawn, so you can look forward to that. And Wingull. Let's see, what else is going on? Tobisu, go to passive log. Okay. I mean, we're going to be making our way there anyway. We're going to just do a lot of exploration. Speaking of double battles. Hey, just because I surf on my Pokemon... Alright, let's take these guys down. Let's see. Master of Hyrule, am I watching CES or just waiting for the Nintendo Direct? I don't really have much interest in CES. I don't know, it just... I'll see what comes out. It's nothing I need to absolutely be there for and see and all that stuff. So, yeah. Nice crit, Bobbery. Mr. Cool, am I into Sonic? And if I am, what's my favorite game? I am into Sonic. I actually grew up with him. Got a Genesis instead of a Super Nintendo. And, my favorite 2D game from him is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. My favorite 3D game is Sonic Generations. So, good stuff. Let's see. Rubberman, I've asking if I played Final Fantasy VII and if I would consider streaming it. I have played 7. It wouldn't be on the top of my list of something to stream. Honestly, if I was to stream a Final Fantasy, it would be 6. Because I've never beaten that one before, and I know it's a fan favorite, so that'd be cool. And then maybe going from 6 and jumping around or playing some others that I played before, that kind of thing, if you guys would be interested in that. Okay, this just serves as a shortcut to get around the double battle if I wanted. Anything else? Well, from Mossdeep. There's a lot to explore out here. Jay West, train on the Victory Road water. I can't reach that yet. Pretty sure not anyway. And we can't even go there yet because I'm still taking care of all the trainers around here. Rad BGM, what about Final Fantasy IV? Actually, yeah, I might as well use Repel because I'm not getting anything from the regular Pokemon. So the Final Fantasy games I have played and beaten. I've 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 13, 2, and that's it. Yay, more. Oh, come on. I can't just go by that. That's sucks. Oh, well. Pokeball is mine. There's a lot of RPGs that I'd like to stream. There's, you know, I know we typically go along. Okay, we're getting, Prince Mush out of there. First up, Bobbery, you are going to shock him. And Fidget, you're up. I am the 109. Have I ever thought about streaming Pokemon Sun and Moon? Eventually. That's the thing. I streamed Nuzlocke for both Yellow and Crystal before this, and once this one's done, in the future, we'll do a Nuzlocke for Pokemon Platinum and just continue down the line. So that'll be fun. Super Link, do I have Rocket League on the Switch? I do not. Also, Bobby got freaking paralyzed. I hate that. Alright, let's do Psychic and the metric. Super Koala Jones, I should stream Doom. I do want to mix up the RPG streams with some action games on occasion, so Doom is a possibility as well, because I own it on PS4, and that'd be pretty fun to do. Yeah, we'll just keep up the side beams. John Joe, would I ever wants to know if I'd ever do a podcast with the guys from Kinda Funny? If I got asked, yeah. Gabe Ortiz, would I ever stream Nier Automata? No, that's one I'm working towards completing Persona 5 on my own time right now, and once I complete Persona 5, I'm going to play Nier and then Nier Automata. So those are my next games on the docket for stuff I'm playing on my own time. And those are the type of games, like, the thing, I like streaming games for you guys, but a lot of times I'm not able to, like, get the full experience for it. I don't hear the music in this thing, and since I'm focusing on talking a lot, I don't get to just absorb the game. And something like Nier and Nier Automata, from everything I've heard, it's something I want to absorb more than anything else. Heal up our paralyzed. For some reason, Bobbery didn't have the right Pokemon highlighted. There we go. Hey, rare candy. I saw a question whether I would plan to do both Black and White 1 and 2. Yes, I will be doing both Black and White and Black and White 2, or Black or White 2, depending on what people prefer. Because, yeah, those have different plots. Yeah, you go through the same elements, but the Pokemon you can catch are different, and the plot is different, so I feel in this case, it's going to be the only case like that, is where I would play both of those. Toby Sue, what are my thoughts on Persona 5 versus Xenoblade 2? I love both. Xenoblade is better for me. Better in my opinion. Persona 5 is a great experience. I think I think, I don't know. Something about the gameplay of Xenoblade just appeals to me more than Persona 5. Still fantastic games. We're cutting hairs here. There is, you know, a lot of, you know, there's amazing things about both. I am loving my time with with Persona 5, but I do prefer Xenoblade. Ryan, Xenoblade gameplay never clicked with you, and I get that. It is a very, like I said, I could easily go back and forth, but for some reason, Xenoblade has hooked me completely. But if somebody doesn't like Xenoblade, oh, I totally get it. I totally get it. Don't blame you at all. I saw a question. Sorry, I missed your name. If I had any plans to do a series of indie games for streams, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe it's not high on the list, though. Oh, look at Love Disc. Alright, let's Barbecue Staryu. We can get away with a strength from the Love Disc. I saw somebody like Cuphead's an indie game. That's the thing. I had Cuphead on the list of stuff to stream before starting Radiant Dawn, but Sonic Adventure won out. So we stuck with Sonic Adventure. And hey, at least Azula's growing relatively quickly. Excuse me. Thank you, John Joe, for that compliment. Appreciate it. That tweet blew up a lot bigger than I thought it would about staying positive and, you know, showing off YouTubers you want. So that was a shock to see it blow up that much. Super Link 3. What are my thoughts on Rex's voice actor? I think he does fine. He can't scream. Fortunately, he doesn't have to scream much, but I think he does do a good job of conveying the emotion of Rex. That was a critical? Okay. Stop being in love, Prince Mush. I know it's a heart, but I need you to kill it. Break that heart. Yay, you broke the heart. Rad BGM, any chance for that we could actually see F-Zero at the January Direct? No. Honestly, I feel like I almost wonder if F-Zero would be like, kind of like how they treated Metroid, where it's like, alright, you asked, you begged, you wanted it, here you go. That type of thing. We're going to heal up Bobbery real quick. Gotta remember the route. Hold on, let me check the Pokénav. Ah, okay, I went too far west. That's my issue. What we got here? Ah, trainer. That's the thing. I do think F-Zero is going to return. There's no way it's not going to return. Just a matter of when. But at some point during the Switch's lifespan, revenge was scary. It's going to happen. Gregster wants to know if I think they'll reveal Fire Emblem on the Switch. Yes. I think we'll see the next Fire Emblem game. If not then soon after. I didn't want the Pokénav, I needed a Super Potion. Good thing I healed up Bobbery. Sheesh. That's a roadblock. Gonna have to take Bobbery off the front road pretty soon. Let's see. Where's the Max Repel? How did I lose it? There's a Super Repel. Oh, there it is. It mixed in with the Max Elixir in my eyes. Got that little thing. We might miss a few trainers here and there, but if that's the case, no big deal. Super Link 3, do I think Mario Kart 9 will be on the Switch? Undoubtedly. There's always a Mario Kart game on every Nintendo system. Switch is going to be no different. 8 Deluxe does not count. That's just to sort of pump up 8 since it, deserved to do even better. We're so close to getting Bobbery up to 40, but that's not going to happen. You know what? Let's give it to Nemo, just because I know Staryu can know psychic moves, so rather not send it out into that sort of thing. Yeah, no big deal. So we'll just use strength. That's the weird thing. There's very few trainers on this route. Alright. Let's switch Bobbery with Prince Mush. Oh, I can't talk to that guy. Nice. A shift tree. I mean, that's a good target for Prince Mush. Let's see. What else? Freaking Sky Uppercut missed. Why the hell does Nose Pass no Thunder Wave? Also, it's really strange to think about, actually, that Nose Pass doesn't have an evolution in this game. Freaking... Oh, I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. There you go. This can't be. It's impossible. That's all done. Sheesh. I forgot how wide this frickin' ocean was. I can't do like I've done in past games where it's just sort of a simple back and forth, back and forth. Also, she has good eyesight. Fire disaster. You shall Nose Pass. Oh, God. And more Staryu. I know Prince Mush wouldn't be the best for Tate and Liza, but if things get rough, I'm pretty sure he'll be there to help out. Bobbery can't help there. You know what? I have 5 elixirs. I'm not going to be using it that much. Where's an ether? I'm just going to go ahead and use an ether on Bobbery. Got those elixirs for potential Elite Four. George Termail, do I think this game should have less water? Here's the thing. It's, you know, it's annoying to have to surf. It's annoying to have to deal with all this. You know, I get it. But as far as theming and everything else, it makes complete sense that, half of Hoenn is land and the other half is water and a few dotted islands. I figured Tentacruel wouldn't get taken out. Because that is the theme. That's the whole point of Team Aqua and Team Magma. They're sort of split down the middle, so there needs to be that much water as far as a theme. And Zega X-Iron turned 30 today. Happy birthday. Yeah, I know it feels like too much water because nobody really likes to surf in these old games, but that's the way I get the design choice. Put it that way. Alright, I believe this is the path to the Elite Four. Yep, Evergrande City. And can't actually, don't have water, pretty sure I don't have waterfall yet. Nope. Don't have dive or waterfall. Actually, speaking of that, let's go ahead and get our max repel out. And already fought you. And there we are. Let's see. What is the chat up to? Metroid Forever. Hoenn does have a couple annoying game design choices, like the stupid rocks on Route 111. Yes! Those suck. After you use Rock Smash on them, they should have been gone forever. That is a stupid design choice. Hey, Wilmer. Rubberman wants to know if I'm going to watch the English dub of Dragon Ball Super tonight, where Brian Drummond actually comes back. I might try to check it out. I will definitely be watching the Japanese episode of Super, because, you know, we're finally getting to the climax of the Universe Survival arc. So that's exciting. I want to check. Still want to see if I'm going roughly the right way. Okay. See, this is the annoying part of the water, is that they try to mix it up by having these shallow areas, but then you're jumping off and on all the time, and it's like, those islands are kind of pointless. I mean, yeah. Sean McCord, wonder I think we'll finally see Pikmin 4. I think that would make a very good summer game. Release it July, August sometime. Perfect way to, just a great, middle level game from Nintendo that a lot of fans will be happy with. That way, still nothing. Okay, we've reached the bottom of this route. No, we have not. Now we've reached the bottom of this route. Mellow Ellaby, where am I trying to go? I'm just going along the water training. I need to get myself ready for Tate and Liza, who are around level 42. And a couple of my Pokemon are just not ready for that yet. I was gonna say, Prince Mush should be able to kill Spheal in one hit. Oh wow, a Sharpedo. That's gonna hurt me, but hey, it's dead. We are burning through our repels. Oh, I'll get over there to you. Oh, really? You come to me. Yeah, we'll definitely fight Tate and Liza before the end of this stream. Oh, Neko Paul with a £5 donation. Thank you very much. Hoenn is based on the Kyushu region of Japan, so that explains all the water. Yep, I think I remember hearing that somewhere. But again, they tied it into their theme as well. Failed to win. They're really pushing the double battles on the water here. Your Lord and Savior wants to know if I've ever been to Seattle and do I like it. I've been there once, maybe twice, I can't remember offhand, for PAX West. But I haven't gone in a while. It seems it's a nice city. It's definitely a nice city. I wouldn't mind going back out there again at some point. Brian Calderon, do I think the Switch update that got leaked yesterday is real? No. We did an update, well, I did an update video on it, and even in that I said this is not real. There's way too many examples and things that are off about that it's good, it's impressive, it's not real. How's everybody doing? Prince Mush is 1600 experience from the next level. Azula, once you hit 40, we're gonna switch off to another. Oh, sweet. Cool, one more battle and you're good to go. Anything up and around here? Aha, there was. You. Let's see. Rad BGM, which is the worst mainline Pokemon game for you? Let's be honest, I think they're all good, but the one that... the generation I just probably enjoy the least is probably Gen 3. It has its good points, and I've come around to it a lot. But it's also the one I have the least amount of nostalgia for, or just, you know, that fresh feeling. Because I came to it after playing Gen 4, and I can't... Gen 4 has problems. There's no doubt about it. The slow battle system is a major one. What's Amnesia do again? No, we want Curse. But I can't... It's towards the bottom for me, but I can't put it at the bottom, mainly because that's the Pokemon game that got me back into Pokemon. So, yeah, I can't not like that game at that point. Fa54, any Pokemon movie you don't like? I haven't seen enough of them to clarify that one way or another. Although, did not like Movie 4. There's aspects of Movie 4, like the twist at the end. That was cool. I like that little bit of world building. Otherwise, God, it was boring. Let's see. Missoula is up to 40, which is good for this. Let's go ahead and give Fidget the experience share. And get Azula her quick claw back. Darn. And why not? We'll give a potion to Prince Mush. Oh, come on. Missed me again. John Joe, have I seen the newest Pokemon movie? And did I like it? No, I haven't. I wanted to see it. It looked interesting, but I just didn't get a chance to see it. When it was in theaters, I was planning to see it in theaters, but when it came out around my area, I actually had to go to San Francisco in order to do that preview of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with the Nintendo Treehouse and Andre. So, yeah. So I just ended up kind of missing it. But on the other hand, I got to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 early. So, there you go. Bob the Builder, they have to hand it to Gen 3. The music is gorgeous. Oh yeah, the music is quite excellent in this. It's rare to have a bad Pokemon soundtrack in the mainline games, honestly. I'm actually really excited for Gen 4 because I think it still has... I was hearing the music of Gen 4, I should say. Because I think it still has my favorite trainer theme in the entire series. And I've talked about it before in past Pokemon streams. For those of you who don't remember it, there's a section in there, and I remember being in college, and this is me returning to the Pokemon series again, and getting back into it. And I get into my first trainer battle for the first, coming back to this, and hear that music, and all of a sudden it's that da 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 da, like this gradual build up that got better and better, and then it tapered off and whatnot, and then eventually got to it. It was like, damn, that's a good song. The Ducky Nerd. Hello, Derrick. Hello. Alright, I don't like the poison aspect of that. Let's switch to Bobbery just to be safe. Okay, just wrap. We would have been fine. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to Gen 5. Honestly, I'm looking forward to getting to Gen 4 because, one, I haven't played it since college, which means, as of right now, 10 years since I've last played a Gen 4, and also, I've never tried out Platinum, so it's kind of a blind run for me. So Gen 4 should be a lot of fun. Oh, this is supposed to be a double battle. Whoops. Oh well. And I really like going from getting back into Gen 4 and then just having Gen 5 next and seeing. I love the idea that every single Pokemon you ran across in Gen 5 was completely new. You weren't seeing the same old Zubat in every cave. No, now it's Woobat. And it's not Geodude, it's Roggenrola, I believe. It's been a while. Yeah, Roggenrola. It's like similar, but hey, they're still technically different. I'll take it. Alright, Prince Mush up to level 40. Go. Dual Beweasel. Will I do the experience share when I get to Gen 6? No. I will not. Unless I'm grinding on my own time, probably not. And even then that's still a little iffy. But yeah, as for regular, no. I don't even like using it the experience share unless I'm grinding in normal playthroughs of the new Pokemon games. Oh, I got all mixed up. Oh well. Yeah, Gen 6 is actually going to be really interesting as a Nuzlocke. Because I remember that game having some trap moments where you'll get shocked like, why am I having so much difficulty with this section? Why am I getting my butt kicked? It doesn't make any sense. Like, where'd this difficulty ramp up come from? Like, I remember very early on when you came across a double battle against two Furfrows. And they destroyed me. Like, I was desperate to hang on and take them down with my team at the time. And I can imagine stuff like that really biting you in Nuzlockes. I'm seeing the chat. Everybody's going, oh god, the Furfrau couple. See, it happened to everybody. These swimmers like to avoid me. Oh, freaking protect. Really? It got 2 protects off? That's crap. He's also wasting my PP on my strength. I need to get to Passive Log Town. Go, fidget up to 38. Yeah, I'd say after we get through all this, we'll be in good shape for Tate and Liza. Oh, need to fight you two. Nice hit, Nemo. That's interesting to say that, Bob the Builder, that you lost quick with Snivy in your Gen 5 Nuzlocke. Because Snivy is who I picked in when I first played that game. That was my favorite. Honestly, the only starter I can think of that I've picked and just outright not liked, despite the fact that I like the design, is I could not get I'm trying to think of its name now. Crap. Infernape, I think, was its final evolution. Yeah. For some reason, like, I loved Infernape's design, but that thing kept dying on me so much when I was playing through Gen 4. By the end, I'm like, I don't know why I have you in my team. You're useless. Infernape was amazing. Maybe I was doing it wrong, or maybe I just got a really bad one, but I had so many issues with that thing. Like I said, it just kept dying on me. And who knows, I might end up with it again in Platinum based on the random chance we have. Alright, I'm just gonna bite love this to death so I can save my strengths. Oh god, I forgot about Attract. Honestly, one of my favorite starters anymore of any gen. I mean, Squirtle's always going to be up there for me, but I really like Fennekin and its line. Having Fire Psychic was amazing. Jamarley Francis, thank you so much for subbing. Jeez. Alright. I'm done dealing with being infatuated. We're gonna punch this. We're gonna just punch the heart. Freaking Attract. This is ridiculous. Delphox's design was weak, very true, but in terms of just power and usability, I really enjoyed it. Plus, Braixen was also my main in Pokémon Tournament. I mean, there's a reason they stopped Serena. They didn't have Serena's Braixen evolve into a Delphox. They knew. Double battle. We got Bobbery waiting. Or not. Azumarill. Yeah. That and Thunderbolt on the Azumarill. Grimrai Play, what are some cool typings you'd like to see in the Switch next Pokemon game? I'd have to look at which ones weren't done, because basically any combination that hasn't been done yet. Although there's some that could be kind of scary nowadays. Like a Poison Fairy type. That would be, oof. That'd be rough. And hey, we reached Passive Log Town. Woo! We did it. Gee, I wonder who they could be referring to. Alright, we gotta do... To make travel as easy as possible, though, we're gonna have to switch out some Pokemon. Ghost Dragon. Ghost Dragon would be a pretty cool combination. Alright. Well, let's drop off Maineth. She's in good shape. We'll pull out Ed, and Eddie. That way we can fly and get back to Passive Log and Mossdeep a lot easier. And let's explore the town. Oh, Giratina is Ghost Dragon? Okay, I don't know the legendary typings offhand. Like I said, it's one of those things I just don't think about. No! You're not going to teach my Pokemon to explode. Go away. They're spotting Rayquaza already. Where did I come from? Yes. That's weird. Chairman's younger brother. There we go, got another TM. A Horsey for a Bagon. It's not terrible because Kingdra's freaking awesome, but pretty sure it's pretty easy to catch a Horsey. Alright, Propel is off. Fitting enough, considering I've made it through. Alright, let's swim west of Passive Log Town. Take a quick look at the Pokenav. So now we're going to be exploring this route for quite a bit. So yeah, there's a lot of routes we could have caught Pokemon on, but it's basically the same Pokemon almost all the time, so we're not going to worry about it too much. So yeah, let's check out this section, and by the time we're done with that, we should be ready for Tate and Liza. I'm quickly running out of max repels, though. Yeesh. Alright, let's start low, and then we'll go from there. Let's do this one. Hello. Ah, yes. Guy with nothing but Magikarp. Let's turn Nemo into a cannibal. Fish or underwater. Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out underwater, but for now, while surfing... And honestly, I have my team. I like my team as it is. Also, I didn't realize he sent out a Gyarados. Level 21 Gyarados, but hey, Gyarados actually survived a bite, so that's something. Look at that. Actually, using Intimidate all the time might cause some issues. Ah, so close. Just want to hit 39. And then I'll switch to Bobbery. And Fidget's up to 39. Sweet, we're making good progress. Plus we still have all the gym trainers to get through. Nice twist on the trainer that usually has all Magikarp. Alright, Bobbery, all yours. And end off with a level 35 Gyarados, which is rather impressive. I mean, it still can't survive Bobbery, but impressive. Probably not a bad idea to heal up Nemo, though. That should be enough. Alright, go low. Yeah, let's go low again. Then we'll go mid. Fight you. It's awful that all these people came. Well, as long as it doesn't do endless protects, we'll be fine. Cookstar, what evolution would I like to see for Gen 8? I think I've answered this in the past, but I want to see Dragon to complete the special typings that the EVs have covered over the years. Because one of the for pre-Gen 4, the best way to tell whether a move is special or physical is based on the EV typings over the years. So it's every EV typing except for Dragon and Dragon, I should say. So yeah, I want a Dragon evolution. Ooh, a camera up. I actually get to use Surf. Holy crap. And as Ryan says, make all the evolutions. Really, that should be our end goal. If we don't have an evolution for every type at some point, Game Freak has failed us. Still got all those. How are we doing? Actually, we're in good shape. Okay. Let's do a double battle. Interesting group. Strength on that, and Thunderbolt will be fine. Metacam, we're going to have to get used to fighting you. Let's see how Bobbery does. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, it was a crit, and you're like 7 levels below, but I'm still happy with it. David Eric, did I think they should change the type chart? No, the type chart is fine, honestly. Brittany, which is why I love... Yeah, that is one of the major reasons I'm excited to get to Gen 4. So I no longer have to keep track of which types are which... work in which way. That'll be a godsend. And Fidget's up to 40. Not bad at all. So... Actually, I think I'm going to leave it on Fidget to get up to 42 rather than Torkoal. Alright, got our protein. Well, guess we're going up. I didn't go down far enough. Oh well. Derrick confirmed casual. Not quite sure what I did to get confirmed as a casual, but... yeah, Buddy wants to know for Pokemon on the Switch, do I expect Gen 4 remakes or Generation 8 or possibly both? Here's the thing: every time we got a new gen, a new system, a Pokemon on a new system, they always start. I'm glad I'm flying. Jeez, that would have been scary otherwise. Pokemon always starts out with a new gen on a new system. So Gen 8 makes the most sense before anything else. We'll probably get a Gen 4 remake too, but Gen 8's going to be first. Yeah, what the heck, we'll fight these two. Hey, a Bagon. And we need to get Nemo out of there ASAP. I forget, is Bagon a pure dragon type, or is it a let's get Pidgey in there. Or is it dragon? I think it's pure dragon. Yeah, I think it definitely is. Don't think Thunderbolt's going to do a lot, but I'm curious. Hey, it'll kill him next time. Yep, pure dragon. Thought so. Let's kill the Bagon. Vicious Karosky, can I see them possibly retackling or reimagining the first or second gen with major gameplay changes as a shakeup to the series on the Switch? That is... I've seen that idea tossed around a few times. I'm not sure if they'll actually go for it or not. That's... I can see them eventually going back to Gen 1 to remake it, because, you know, even the initial remake is a bit old, but I don't know if they'll actually remake it or do an actual, like, sort of sequel to it, which would be interesting, especially if they added in the idea of going from Kanto to Johto. I've seen the idea tossed around. I like the idea. Whether it'll actually happen, that's hard to say. Let's pop Paralyze Heal. I don't know why Bobbery's the one getting paralyzed the most, but whatever. Actually, let's go south. The thing is, I don't know if they'll go immediately... Okay, I can't go south. I don't know if they'll immediately go to Kanto again, just because they've been pulling from Kanto a lot lately. I mean, that makes it, I guess, makes it more possible that more Kanto can be seen, but I don't know, maybe they'll shake things up with what they show. Alright, made it to Slateport. Let's go ahead and fly back. With this, we've visited every place in the world except for Sutopolis and Evergrande. We're nearing the end. Alright. Got all healed up. Let's try the northern part and see what we do. And then I think we'll call it. Then I think that should be enough. That should be good. We'll get Nemo some love. Hopefully get it up to 40. Carlton Turner, what change do I want to see in Gen 8? I think there's some ideas. I don't know if it's necessarily a change, but there's some ideas that they've introduced over the course of the series that kind of deserve to be brought back. Just ideas and concepts. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there's a lot of things they've introduced and then just not done anything with since the first game, or since their introduction. Some have carried on, of course, but not all of them. So, stuff like that. Airhead out of 5th move slot? No. No, I don't like that idea. I mean, if you want to change... It's funny how if you want to change things up, that would change things up as far as trying to come up like strategies and whatnot, but I don't know. I like the simplicity of the Pokemon battle system. Pick your 4 moves, pick your team to make your best use of those 4 moves, and go from there. Pokeball I could have picked up, no big deal. Don't really see much along the northern end here. Allowing more Pokemon on a team? That's an interesting idea. The thing is, there's a lot of tradition in the Pokemon games. It's hard to imagine them figuring out ways to change ideas like that. Like adding a new type is probably one of the easier ideas because, you know, you just figure out what works, and it actually is a simple way to buff and nerf a lot of types based on that idea. And they already took care of the TM problem. They took care of the HM problem. Hydro Pump. Nope. Surf is just better. So the follows idea is something everybody wants, but it doesn't fundamentally change the game. It's a great feature to have, but it's not as big of a change as anything else. Hey, a star piece. Do I think Trials will return in Gen 8? No. I don't know if we'll see Gyms return. That's something I'm not sure of. I don't necessarily think Gyms will return, but I think we'll see something that are like the Trials, but not exactly the Trials. The Trials are very much special to Alola, and I can't see them doing that whole thing, that song and dance again. Cookstar, maybe rearranging the type chart. See, I don't know the balancing aspects of the type chart. So that you're talking to somebody that's a complete noob when it comes to that sort of thing. Oopsie. Trying to think other ideas like that, but Giancarlo, give us a mean rival. Yeah, we're slowly getting back to that idea of just the jerkish rival, because that's the thing. The rival should be somebody that you want to beat. They gives you a good reason for wanting to beat them. I know the idea behind Pokemon is let's all be friends, but there's still something like you felt a big accomplishment when you finally did beat Blue in the original, and Silver. And Silver even had an arc that made him learn about the power of the friendship of Pokemon. So it's not like these ideas can't work for having a mean rival. I mean, say what you will about Barry and the kids from Gen 6. Actually, it's a tie for me. The kid, I don't know which is worse. The opposite character in Gen 3 or the kids from Gen 6. Oof. That's tough. Huh. What about you guys in the chat? Which was worse to you? Which was the worst rival to you? Because here's the thing. At least Barry had a freaking personality. Alright. That's it. I mean, we could go through it more, but there's really no need. Alright. Let's fly back to Mossdeep. Yeah, the kids. Kids do kind of beat it out just because there's more of them. Alright, let's drop off some more items. Let's see. The Sunstone, the Zinc, the Rare Candy, Protein. I want to sell the Star Piece. Also, I forgot to get rid of the Duo. The thing is I guess here's the thing. Gen 3 rival is utterly forgettable. Gen 6 rivals are kind of annoying. I think that's probably the difference. Which is worse to you? Alright, let's get Maneth back. Alright, let's see. Get Fidget. Get the Silk Scarf back. And yeah, we'll go in like this. not mean to do that. Wanted to sell. And actually, let's buy some more max repels. We ate through those. Holy crap. And we're going to have to surf again eventually, so, yep. Oh, a £2 donation from Purinator. Says, I love Gen 6 rivals because of the anime. Blue is the worst rival. It is amazing how much the X and Y anime improves upon Gen 6. Like, I actually have an affinity for Gen 6 personally. I know it has its issues, but I do genuinely enjoy that game. Pacing is its worst issue, in my opinion. But the anime improves upon it so damn much, which is even more impressive considering how Gen 5 had great material for the anime to work off of, but because of production issues and just other problems, that anime season was not great. Anyway, time for Tate and Liza. Of course, we're dealing with psychics. And of course, we're also going to be dealing with, should I go double battle or not? Let's take it easy on ourselves and see how it goes. Sheldon Plays, well, I'll be playing Platinum on stream next. That'll be the next Pokemon game, I'll stream. It's not necessarily the next game on the list. We'll take a little break from Pokemon before getting back there. But yeah, Gen 4 will be our next Nuzlocke. Good sign so far with Nemo. Alright, yeah, we're gonna be fine doing it that way. We can handle the double battles. I've heard decent things about the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime as well. Rubberman, correct. The next, after we finish up the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, the next thing I'll be playing is, or streaming is Paper Mario Color Splash. So, that'll be fun. Never played it before. I bought it as soon as it came out. Purposely have not played it because I knew when we were going along the Paper Mario series. So, yep. All right, let's shift you. Who's our next line in line? Just to make sure it's not a weak. Okay, Boppery's fine. Let's do it. There we are. Alright, Girafarig and Xatu. This'll work out just fine. A lot of people don't enjoy how Sun and Moon went to Slice of Life. Yeah, but I love the animation of Sun and Moon. I know it's wacky and weird and all that, but it's still something fun. And I do think it's gotten into the more story-driven elements recently from everything I've heard. Yay, Bobbery got the 41. Ooh, light screen. Do we want that? What's the chat feel? Do we want... Honestly, Screech or light screen? Which do we want? I mean, Sonic Boom isn't super useful, but it's still kind of a nice backup. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing with me to get rid of Screech in favor of Light Screen. Got it. We're doing it. I mean, currently, Bobbery is basically just a Thunderbolt machine. And Light Screen would be very useful against Tate and Liza. Let's go left. I'm pretty sure people know how tenacious psychic types are. Rolts and Spoink. Shame that we never ran across a Rolts. It is one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. And I know it's a lot of people's favorite Gen 3 Pokemon, but I mean, it's a good design is a good design. David Perez, what's my most anticipated game of 2018? I mean, it's hard to get the layout of the land right now so far, but I mean, just really early on, I can't wait to play Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, the open beta's happening soon, and you know, the game comes out at the end of the month. Like, I'm so excited to finally play that again after getting a small taste at E3. Being able to sit down and really learn it, I'm looking forward to that. I'm probably going to do a stream of the beta for Dragon Ball FighterZ. We'll see if I can get it, how decent I am. There we are. So let's see what was to the right. Perfectly awful, horrifying time. Kirby Star Allies is another big one. I mean, that does look like a lot of fun. Willy Buck, will Fighter Z be accessible for people who aren't good at fighters? Oh my god. Ah, crap. Alright, strength to the Kadabra. And light screen. Alright. Kadabra is dead. Alright, Kadabra is dead. What do we do? How does Dragon Rage do? Actually, oh, wait. Can I switch? I forget, I'm trying to remember what my strategy was. What did I do in these cases? That's right, we used Azula. And of course, we can't do that. Bite for a flinch chance. Dragon Rage, it'll never kill me. Alright. Let's go with the Dragon Rage. And Sonic Boom? Maybe? Missed, but whatever. Holy crap, it has so much health. Alright, Dragon Rage will do 40 damage if it's mirror coated. I can survive that. Okay, not Sonic Boom, Bite, and Thunderbolt. No, I'm going to keep using that. Alright. Let's do another Dragon Rage. Okay, first test. Holy crap, it Destiny bonds both? Alright, that's one Destiny bond. God, this thing puts the fear of just fear into me. Okay, use counter. Good. I can get away with one more Dragon Rage before it dies. Unless the Destiny Bond has gone off. The Destiny Bond is no longer. I don't think the Destiny Bond is in effect anymore. Correct? If it's no longer in effect, I'm going to try to kill this thing. It's not in effect anymore. We're killing this thing. Bite it. And Thunderbolt. Die. 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 Please don't be in effect. Please don't be in effect. Please don't be in effect. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. Holy crap! Well, that was terrifying. Let's get Azula in there. Get it some love. Oh boy, Wobbuffets are terrifying in this game, especially during Nuzlocke. Oh, wow, and now we're fighting Girafarig and Natu. Talk about non-threatening. Jeez. Oh goodness. Oh, double death doesn't happen. It's the one that deals the finishing blow. Okay, then. Some training. That's how we're so strong. Alright. I love how these people are just like, yeah, we'll just stand still and let this happen. Alright, that seems to be most of it. I'm gonna go heal. Because I think we got most of the trainers there. Alright. We can do this. Just need to beat up 2 kids. Probably won't have Azula up front if that's the case, though. Mainly just because I don't think its special defense is that great. Yeah, 70 special. My special defense Pokemon are actually Nemo and Bobbery. Oh, and Fidget. Fidget is definitely going to go in front. So, actually, which was higher, Bobbery or Nemo? Oh wow, they're equal. Then we'll go with Bobbery just because it's faster. So yeah, that's how we'll do that. Yeah, and I have to shift it all around again. No big deal. This is the way we didn't really explore before, though. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. There we are. Yeah, we didn't fight these 2 yet. And yeah, we can get you some use out of Azula. And Maneth does take half from Psychic as well, so... The problem with that is I think she has a Metacam, if I remember correctly. So that's why I don't want to really use oh, I'm blanking on the name. On I don't want to use Maneth. Almost got it. About the same amount of it left for both. Just switch targets since she raised special defense. Oh, Xatu, Claydol, Solrock, and Lunatone? Oh, in that case, Gyarados is going in with Bobbery. That'll be the best way there. Switch that around. There we are. Now I can go this way. Oh. Where the heck is the, Tate and Liza? Back at the beginning, going here. Oh, I need to go this way. For some reason I thought it was the opposite way. There they are. Okay. They're using thunder as armor? Alright. Let's see. So we don't have to worry about that, so we'll use Maneth. The ground types will definitely be a word... Start off with Gyarados and Aggron. Oh, I think it's an anime reference. Okay. Okay, I think... Based on what you guys... And we can adjust on the fly as this goes on, but... We'll go off with this suggestion. See how we do against Tate and Liza. Were you surprised? Foo. Were you surprised? There were 2 gym leaders. Creepy twins. Alright, let's see if we can beat their combination. Alright, Claydol and Xatu. Let's go ahead and use Rock Tomb on the Xatu. Surf. And of course Confuse Ray gets off. That's not good. Dang it! Come on, Nemo. Wow, it didn't even kill it. Killed its speed, though. That's good. Oh boy, Earthquake. Holy crap, Earthquake. Oh boy. Really wish I had gotten that, yeah, let's go with Fidget. Because, yeah, it took off half of Manus' health. Yeah, let's bring in Fidget because it has Levitate. Nemo. We use one of our items in order to get rid of that confusion. And then we're going to hit back. Oof, Psychic. Ancient power on the Xatu. Okay, Xatu is dead. Then we need to heal Nemo. Alright, perfect. Drown these two, Nemo. Oh my god. Oh, that is scary. Freaking light screen. Alright, Fidget. Let's have you... No, because that has... I know it has that. Crap. Fidget's kind of useless. So in that case, let's have you use your turn to... use our second item on Nemo. And then surf again. You're going to be the support there, Fidget. Very good to have support. Ah, crap. Its special defense fell. Oh, thank God Hypnosis missed. Oh, no. What's it using? It has a berry? Citrus berry. Freaking of course. I'm just going to get a little bit more damage. See what I can do. Yeah, very little damage. And no stat buffs. Ah, so close! Oh boy. Whatever, it doesn't matter that Fidget is asleep. Because I can't damage anything anyway. Alright, this is our third item. The next item we use is the last. But we are screwed. Oh my god, are we screwed? It's not dead. Oh, and they're both using Psychic on Nemo. Oh. Alright, I gotta keep Nemo alive. I gotta keep Nemo alive. I'm screwed otherwise. If I can just kill one of them. It used both of its hyper potions. Oh, we're so dead. This is all I can do. I might be losing Nemo. Ah, I'm so close to killing that stupid Claydol. Give me one more surf. Oh, thank God it used light screen. Nemo, I am so sorry. I'm basically gonna have to sacrifice you. No! They had another hyper potion? And Fidget is still asleep! Come on! Oh, Nemo! You were screwed! Alright. Alright. It has Earthquake. Alright, it has Earthquake. And it has Psychic. So that's bad for Prince Mush, Bobbery, and Azula, and Maneth. That Confuse Ray at the beginning really screwed us. Alright, I think we're going to go with Prince Mush. He's probably our best bet. Because we need to kill... Yeah, we need to kill that other one. Alright, Prince Mush. You're up. Oh gosh, this is bad. This is so bad. I'm going to attempt Psybeam on the Lunatone and hope that's enough so I can use the Hyper Beam later. Because right now that Psychic is much more devastating than anything else. We're going to Sky Uppercut the Claydol. Oh, or I can Leech Seed him. No, we're killing him. We're killing him. We'll Leech Seed if we can get beyond this. Hyper Beam Claydol is what people are saying. Alright. Hyper Beam on the Claydol. I'm getting so many different ones. Mach Punch the Lunatone. The Claydol is our... Okay. Let's kill the Lunatone. We're going to Hyper Beam the Claydol. And pray to God something works. Looks like they're out of Hyper Potions, though. Lunatone is dead. Now we have Soul Rock to deal with. And Fidget is still asleep! Oh, hang in there, Prince Mush! Oh, damn it! Ah! All right. All right. Bobbery can't do crap to the Claydol. And will die immediately from an earthquake. Not viable. Maneth already took an earthquake. Can't handle another one. Azula. Alright, let's see here. Azula has even less defense and is weak, so we can expect it to take just as much damage as that, so yeah. But it does have Protect. Alright. I'm going to attempt Azula next. Use the Protect. Hope to God Fidget wakes up. And see how we do. We're in trouble right now. I don't think I'm going to lose this fight. Mainly because Fidget is kind of in a good spot. It's just... I can't do damage, so... Alright, Azula. Get out there. I'm trusting you. Hyper Beam the freaking Claydol. Okay. Protect. Fidget woke up! We have the Silk Scarf as well. Kill that stupid Claydol. Oh my god, it barely did anything. If I had Solar Beam, I'd be in good shape right now. Alright, Sunlight is strong. Alright, do I want to... Oh, I have I have the flute for awakening my Pokemon up. The thing is, I have a special rule where I can only use as many items as the opponent has Pokemon, and those count. Alright, I'm gonna have to use Flamethrower and Claydol. That's basically my best shot. Kill it, Azula! Get a crit or something, please! No! Yes! It got burned! It's not gonna die right away, but it's gonna die! Oh, please survive, Azula! You deserve this so much! Holy crap, Azula! Okay. Okay. We're fine. We can do this. Screw it. Hyper Beam again. And let's make it good. Have some good use out of this Flamethrower. That Hyper Beam is the only way I can get Fidget to do any real damage to Solrock. We're gonna chip away at... Oh boy! I didn't realize it had Solar Beam! Okay, Fidget is out of there. Oh crap! Fidget can't move! Plus it had a citrus berry. And my Protect doesn't do anything for Fidget. Crap! I should have used Ancient Power. I forgot that Rock is neutral against Rock. That was a mistake. Alright, that's alright. We're just gotta do what we gotta do. Sorry, Fidget, but you kinda killed the rest of my team. Bobbery. Even a Body Slam Paralyzed wouldn't do much because Azula was too slow. It still might have died in that case. It's hard to say. Thunderbolt's neutral. Kill it. Kill it now. Way to go, Bobbery. Oh my god. Welp. We just had half our team get wiped. Oh, goodness. Okay. For any of those doubters of Azula, though, there you go. We did it. Let's get the hell out of here. We gotta bury our dead. Oh my god. We lost so many good Pokemon. Alright. Well, let's take off their items. Let's take water. The King's Rock. I mean, all of them did their jobs, except Fidget. Fidget failed. So, let's take a look. Well, let's bury the dead first. So yeah, we lost Nemo, Prince Mush, and Fidget. Nemo, you put in as much work as possible, but those hyper potions just screwed you. If it wasn't for the 3 hyper potions, we could have got them with you. We really could have. But that confusion at the beginning and the fact that I just couldn't use items anymore, that was it. But you did a good job. Thanks, Nemo. Oh, I can't actually get rid of Nemo. I can't get rid of Nemo because I have to have Surf. Alright, we'll box it somewhere else for now. Prince Mush. You got the kill in. Could have did more, but you just unfortunately had to go in against really bad odds. But you were a great Pokemon to have. And Fidget, you had your moments, but you were just in over your head and couldn't really damage them like I needed you to. So, bye, Fidget. Alright, for now, Ebo, we're just gonna put you there. Alright, we need a new team. Here's what I'm thinking as far as our new team. It's time for Panzer. Ursula. And Zipper to step up. Alright, so that's my thoughts of who to replace. With Panzer, we'll get Dragon Ground, I believe. Spheal, we get Ice and Water. And Zipper, we get Ghost. All are good and might help fill in some of our gaps. Next gym is Water type. That's where Bobbery and Ursula and Zipper will come in. All right. I'm seeing some say to go with to use Lily. Trying to think. Yeah, I think that's good. Could train Lilo, yeah. Especially since so we could use Blossom. I don't know. I've never used a Lily. See, the thing is, I won't. If I bring in Lilo, I'm not evolving it into a Vileplume. I'll be evolving it into a Blossom. Camilla, I'm not using Camilla. Sharpedo, I've already used a Sharpedo. I'm not really interested in that. I'd much rather use the Walrein. Honestly, the only one I consider... we kind of double up with Lily, so the only one I consider to replace... the only one I would consider to use instead of Zipper, as of right now, is Lilo. So there's that idea. So Lilo or Zipper. And I have a Sunstone, so we can do that now. Does Meryl have huge power? I don't believe so. No, it has thick fat. Here's Lilo. Has chlorophyll, bashful nature. All the typical spores and powders. Zipper has insomnia. Has a lax nature. And of course we'll have to build it up as well. I'm actually seeing most say... Blossom doesn't get any real good moves prior to Gen 6 or 7 though. So it's not really recommended to use Blossom for the rest of the game. Water Gym, then Dark, Ghost, Ice, Dragon, and Water again. In that case, I'm going to use Zipper. We're going to make this team work. Alright, what kind of items do we have here? Dark type. Foster friendships. Never melt ice, not bad, but we're gonna be using surf a lot, so. You know what? I'm going to take this out and give it to Bobbery since it doesn't have an item. Because I don't have any electric type item to give it to it yet. So let's give it a focus band. Panzer, I think I have the soft sand for you. Yep. Ursula, you get the Mystic Water. And Zipper, you get the King's Rock. We'll put the Never Melt Ice eventually on Spheal. Actually, we're gonna put it on now because it doesn't actually have any water moves until we give it Surf. So yeah, where is it? Oh, the Never Melt Ice is in the box. What's Ursula's nature? 1 second. Ursula's nature, it has thick fat, and it has a calm nature. And let's take our Never Melt Ice. And we'll deposit the Silk Scarf. Okay. Let's finally heal up. Then we're gonna teach Spheal for Surf. And what's a good place to grind at this point? Because I need some major levels for these Pokemon. And we lost our Pokemon that knows Strength as well. Ugh, that sucks. Not sure why Maneth can learn Surf, but whatever. Let's go with the Ursula. And yeah, let's get rid of Encore. Alright. And let's see now we have Surf on Sphere if we can actually properly bury Nemo. Yep. Bye, Nemo. New Mauville. For, Trapinch. Alright, so. We beat the gym. And I have a lot of grinding to do. So, next time, we're gonna call it a half hour early here. Yeah, we're gonna call it early here. And let's see, Panzer for new Mauville, Ursula for the desert. Zipper, we'll put yeah, we'll find a way. Basically, next time we come back, I'm going to have Panzer, Ursula, and Zipper all at level 40. You might miss the evolutions, whatever. You know it's coming. I'll teach Maneth Strength, that's a good idea. What should we get rid of? Mudslap or... Sheesh. Maneth needs some better moves. Mudslap or Takedown, what should we get rid of? Get rid of Mudslap. The thing is, Maneth can actually take advantage of Takedown. Though I hope it does learn Double Edge at some point. Evolve Ziggy to teach him Strength. Alright. I'll decide later. We don't need Strength yet. Alright. Well, like I said, we will train up these guys. In the meantime, hopefully get a decent team out of this. And at least they're all around the same level, so that's something. Only 45 levels to get between the three of them. And hey, the thing is, we survived Liza and Tate. By all accounts, that was a hopeless situation. The fact that I was able to survive that, holy crap. So, yeah. That's a relief. There's a double-edged tutor in Sootopolis. Cool, then we'll be able to take advantage of that at some point. So that'll be perfect. But yeah. That'll do that. So let's go ahead and save. But yes, we beat Liza and Tate. We just suffered some heavy losses because of it. But we will bounce back from this. We will beat this. I do not want to have a Nuzlocke end in failure. That would be really depressing. So, let's do it. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great night. And I guess we'll see you next time, next Saturday, hopefully. As we work our way towards, well, over to Steven first, and then to Sootopolis. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Until then, catch you next time. Bye.